The highway's empty, just me and the rain. Headlights fading like the love we couldn't save. Your shadow lingers in the smoke behind, a ghost in every mile, a scar in my mind. I gave you every piece of me, but you were already gone. You left a knife where my heart used to be, took all the promises and set them free. And now I'm riding through the darkness alone, searching for a place I can call my own. The engine cries louder than my pain, but your memory keeps calling my name. The neon lights flicker like your lies, burning through the silence of these midnight skies. Every road sign points to yesterday, but there's no turning back from the price I paid. I trusted every word you said, now the truth cuts deep instead. You left a knife where my heart used to be, took all the promises and set them free. And now I'm riding through the darkness alone, searching for a place I can call my own. The engine cries louder than my pain, but your memory keeps calling my name. Maybe someday these wounds will heal. Maybe someday this hurt won't feel so real. But tonight, the moon knows what I've lost, and every mile reminds me of the cost. You left a knife where my heart used to be, but you won't take the soul that's left in me. I'll ride beyond the darkness alone until I find a place I can call my own. The engine roars louder than the rain, and I won't be broken again. Midnight road, fading light, your ghost disappears into the night. comes through a crackling line, half a world away, but still on my mind. Different sunsets, different skies, still I see your face when I close my eyes. The clock keeps moving, the nights grow long. Every empty room sings the same sad song. I trace your name on a fogged up pane and wonder when I'll hold you again. We're living between the miles and the memories, holding on through the silence and uncertainties. I keep your photograph close to my chest, like a compass pointing where my heart should rest. No matter how far these roads may run, no matter how many mornings greet the sun, you're the reason I keep believing in tomorrow. The light that shines through all my sorrow. The city hums outside my door, but it doesn't feel like home anymore. Every crowd just pulls me deeper into a world where you're not here within. I read your letters 1,000 times, searching for comfort between the lines. Your laughter echoes through my head, keeping lonely thoughts from my bed. We're living between the miles and the memories, holding on through the silence and uncertainties. I keep your photograph close to my chest, like a compass pointing where my heart should rest. No matter how far these roads may run, no matter how many mornings greet the sun, you're the reason I keep believing in tomorrow. The light that shines through all my dark night gives birth to a day. I'll keep the fire burning bright through every lonely midnight, until the moment you walk through that door, and I won't have to miss you anymore. That shines beyond all sorrow. 1,000 miles can't change what's true. Every road I take still leads to you, and somewhere beneath distant stars. You're never as far as you are. Found an old photograph inside a dusty frame. The edge is worn and faded, but I still recall your name. A jukebox in the corner played our favorite song, back when forever felt like it would last so long. The bartender looked at me and poured another round, like he could see the pieces of me scattered on the ground. Every note that filled the air pulled me back in time to a life I thought was gone, but never left my mind. Lost memories keep calling through the night like distant echoes, fading out of sight. I try to leave them somewhere in the past, but some ghosts were never meant to pass. Every laugh, every tear, every word we said still dances through the chambers of my head. Lost memories won't let me be free. They're still holding on to what's left of me. That little downtown diner still glows beneath the sign. The booth beside the window where your hand once rested in mine. The streets have changed their faces, new people come and go, but every corner whispers things I already know. I keep walking through the years like pages in a book, searching for the pieces hidden everywhere I look. Somewhere between yesterday and who I'm meant to be, your shadow keeps on waiting where my heart used to sleep. Lost memories keep calling through the night like distant echoes, fading out of sight. I try to leave them somewhere in the past, but some ghosts were never meant to pass. Every laugh, every tear, every word we said still dances through the chambers of my head. keep burning long after they're gone, living in the silence when the world moves on. Lost memories keep calling through the night like old vinyl spinning under neon light. I tried to bury every trace of yesterday, but the heart remembers what the mind gives away. Every road, every scar, every dream we knew still carries little pieces left from you. Lost memories may never set me free, but they're all that's left of you and me. The jukebox stopped playing, the room fell still, but somewhere in the darkness I hear it still. Looks smaller than it did back then. Empty storefronts, broken dreams, and rusted signs again. I walked these streets 1,000 times before, but tonight they feel like strangers I can't ignore. The old church bell still rings across the square, like a voice reminding me you were always there. I was too busy chasing shadows in the dark to notice I was breaking your heart apart. Brushed away every time you begged for one more reason to stay. I thought there'd always be another chance somehow, but forever turned into a memory now. The wind carries words I should have said, things that haunt me every night before bed. The truth is harder than the lies I used to hide, and there's nowhere left for me to run tonight. If I could turn these hands of time around, I'd pick up every promise that I let fall down. I'd hold you closer than I ever did before, and never leave your heart standing at the door. But regret is a road with no way back, a lonely train running on a broken track, and every mile reminds me what I lost when I didn't understand the cause. Above don't offer any peace. They only shine on things that can never be released. I see your face in every passing light, a reminder feels like home. If I could turn these hands of time around, I'd rewrite every chapter where I let you down. I'd tell you all the things I never found the nerve to say before you slipped away. But regret is a road with no way back, the deepest scar inside a man can have. And though the years keep moving on and on, this old heart still hears your song. The church bell fades into the night, and so do you. The sun broke through the clouds this morning for the first time in a long, long while. I poured the last of yesterday behind me and faced the road with a different smile. The scars are still there on my skin, the lessons still burn deep within, but pain don't own me anymore. I've carried that weight long enough before. I'm moving on, I'm letting go of all the things I can't control. The past can't stay where it belongs. I won't build my future from what's gone. Every step, every mile I roam is leading me closer to home. I'm moving on, that's all I know, and I'm stronger than I was before. Across the bridge where we used to stand, watching dreams drift with the river bend. This time I didn't stop or turn around. I kept my eyes on higher ground. There's freedom in these open skies, a different fire behind my eyes. The road ahead may twist and bend, but I don't fear where it might end. I'm moving on, I'm letting go of all the things I can't control. The past can't stay where it belongs. I won't build my future from what's gone. Every step, every mile I roam is leading me closer to home. I'm moving on, that's all I know, and I'm stronger than I was before. I don't need answers for every goodbye. I don't need reasons for every tear I've cried. Some chapters end so another can begin. That's how the light finally gets in. I'm moving on, I'm standing tall, no longer waiting for the night to fall. The wounds became the strength I found. The broken pieces finally settled down. Every mile beneath these calling my name. And this time I'm not looking back. The city never sleeps, but I still feel alone. 1,000 windows glowing, none of them feel like home. Taxi lights keep passing like rivers made of gold, while I sit here with a story that's getting old. The waitress wipes the counter, the coffee's gone cold. The same songs on the radio, the one we used to know. Outside the world keeps turning without a single pause. Inside I'm still fighting a war nobody saw. It's midnight loneliness again, walking through my door like an old friend, pulling up a chair beside my soul, reminding me of things I can't let go. The crowd is loud, but all I hear are the echoes of you not being here. And every hour feels twice as long when midnight loneliness comes on. Fill the silence with strangers passing through, faces in the darkness that never looked like you. 100 conversations, 1,000 wasted nights, still searching for a spark inside these fading city lights. The bartender knows my name now, he can see it in my eyes somehow. A man pretending he's alright while losing the same fight every night. It's midnight loneliness again, walking through my door like an old friend, pulling up a chair beside my soul, reminding me of things I can't let go. The crowd is loud, but all I hear are the echoes of you not being here. And every hour feels twice as long when midnight loneliness comes on. Maybe some hearts heal slower than the rest. Maybe some ghosts never truly let us rest. Maybe love leaves fingerprints behind, that time can fade but never fully hide. It's midnight loneliness again, but I know it won't win in the end. I survived every dark night before, and I survived 1,000 more. The shadows still call out your name, but they don't hold the same old flame. And though the hurt still lingers on, I'll outlast this midnight loneliness. 3 a.m. neon glow. left without a warning, without a final word. No slam door, no last fight, no sound that could be heard. Just an empty side of the bed and a silence in the hall. Like you vanished with the morning and took everything at all. I searched for clues in every room, a reason hidden in the gloom, but answers never came my way. Only questions that refuse to fade. This is an unanswered goodbye, a tear that never learned to dry, a page torn out before the ending could be told. A father died before it grew old, and I still wonder where you are tonight. If you ever think about the life we left behind. But the hardest truth I've had to live beside is an unanswered goodbye. Coffee cup stayed on the shelf for months. Your favorite jacket still hung where it was. I couldn't bring myself to clear the space, afraid I'd lose the last trace of your face. Friends kept saying time would heal, but time can't explain what isn't real. When someone disappears without a sound, leaving broken pieces all around. This is an unanswered goodbye, a tear that never learned to dry, a page torn out before the ending could be told. A father died before it grew old, and I still wonder where you are tonight. If you ever think about the life we left behind. But the hardest truth I've had to live beside is an unanswered goodbye. I don't need perfection anymore. I don't need us like before. I just needed one last chance to know why you chose to let me go. A single sentence, a simple sign, something to leave the past behind. But all these years have passed me by, and still I ask the empty sky. This is an unanswered goodbye, the kind that never truly dies. A wound that time can soften but never erase. A memory no one can replace. And though I've learned to carry on with life, some questions still keep me awake at night. The one thing I may never find is the answer to your goodbye. The phone never rang, the letter never came, and the silence still knows your name. after footprints in the sand, trying to rebuild castles with my bare hands. Every old road sign looked like a second chance. Every memory pulled me into its dance. I followed shadows through unfamiliar towns, wearing old regrets like a hand-me-down crown, looking for answers buried long ago in places only ghosts would know. I've been chasing the past for far too long, trying to find where everything went wrong, running in circles through yesterday's flame, calling out your name, but the past won't turn around for me. It keeps drifting farther out to sea, and the harder I hold, the faster it slips away. I spent too many years chasing the past, chasing the past. I drove across rivers and county lines, searching for pieces I thought I'd find, but every mile taught me something new. The truth wasn't hiding inside of you. The mirror showed a face I barely knew, a man still fighting battles already through. The road ahead was waiting all along, while I kept staring where I'd gone wrong. I've been chasing the past for far too long, trying to find where everything went wrong, running in circles through yesterday's flame, calling out your name, but the past won't turn around for me. It keeps drifting farther out to sea, and the harder I hold, the faster it slips away. I spent too many years chasing the The wind doesn't carry yesterday, the sun doesn't shine on roads already gone. Maybe healing isn't finding what I lost, maybe it's learning to move beyond. I've been chasing the past for far too long, listening to the same worn-out song, looking for answers that were never there, finding only empty air. Now the horizon is calling me ahead, and I'm done living with the words unsaid. The past can't keep its memories at last. I'm finally done chasing the past. state line in the dark. The radio keeps fading in and out like cold voices from my heart. The tank is low, the night is deep. The stars are scattered wild and free. For the first time in a long, long while, there's no one chasing me. It's just me and this empty highway, miles of black beneath the wheels. No destination written in stone, just the truth of how freedom feels. The ghosts don't ride beside me now. The silence doesn't hurt the same. I'm finally learning how to live without calling your name. Town I pass is sleeping. Every porch light softly glows. Somewhere people are holding on to things only heaven knows. I used to think I needed answers to every scar and every tear. Now I let the wind take what it wants and leave the rest right here. Destination written in stone, just the truth of how freedom feels. The ghosts don't ride beside me now. The silence doesn't hurt the same. I'm finally learning how to live without calling your name. The road doesn't care who I used to be. It doesn't ask what broke inside of me. It only stretches toward the dawn, inviting me to carry on. Tonight I'm not running away. Tonight I'm not lost in yesterday. I'm exactly where I need to be, under this endless sky of possibility. Highway, the horizon burning into gold. No chains left around my soul, no stories left untold. The ghosts have faded with the night. The wounds have finally changed their shape. And somewhere between the dark and dawn, I found the man I became. The sun is rising in my rearview mirror. A new day waiting up ahead. Saw your name in an old guest book page, tucked away between the dust and age. Funny how a single word can pull you through the years, past all the laughter, past all the tears. I stood there for a moment, then I closed the cover slow. Some stories stay with you, but still have to let you go. The weight I'd carried all this time felt lighter somehow tonight. The evening sky was painted gold and gray, like every color of the life we gave away. No anger left, no blame to throw, just gratitude for what we used to know. We were never meant to last forever, but that doesn't mean we weren't together for exactly the moments we were meant to be, before life carried you and me. So here's my final farewell. Not a prison, not a spell, just a quiet goodbye carried by the wind to where your road might end. I hope you found the life you dreamed about. I hope your heart still sings out loud. And if our paths never cross again, this is my final farewell. The night arrived without its usual pain. No storm clouds gathering, no pouring rain, just peace settling into place, like finding home after a long chase. For years I thought I need one last word, one last answer that I never heard. But healing came when I finally knew I didn't need permission to stop missing you. So here's my final farewell. No more stories left to tell, just a man standing where he stands, with tomorrow in his hands. I hope you found the life you dreamed about. I hope your heart still sings out loud. And if our paths never cross again, this is my final Every scar became a lesson, every loss became a guide. Every broken road I traveled led me to the other side. I wouldn't erase a single chapter, even the ones that made me fall, because every mile, every memory helped me become who I am at all. So here's my final farewell, the last page of this tale. No bitterness, no chains remain, only sunshine after rain. I wish you peace wherever you are, beneath whatever distant stars. And as I walk into the morning light, I leave the past behind tonight. The road goes on, the sun comes up, and somewhere far behind me, a chapter closes.